Guys, Deluded Gooner, YouTube's N'Golo Kante. I'm back again. Thank you very much for being here, folks. So let's crack on. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say the same things I will again. Will Wenger, won't he? Will he leave? Won't he leave? There's reasons for, there's reasons against. Whether you believe he should stay or in, it's neither here nor there. We've all had our opinions about the next manager. Me, I've been saying the conventional, the Jardims and them sort of man there. Some people have said other names, Simeone. We've seen Tuchel linked with us. We've seen bare things in it. And I'm sure you got Allegri, and I'm sure you guys can name more people. But one that I haven't spoke about, or one that... Okay, fair enough. The names I just said, they're illustrious in that they've won league titles and things like that. And with the transitional period and the uncertainty, you kind of want someone like that. But there's a couple other options. Now I'll talk about Paulo Fonseca. I hope I said his name correctly. Portuguese is dead, even though I like Brazil. I'll speak about him later. But I'm here to speak about Julian Nagelsmann. Now, those who know who he is, he's 30 years of age. German manager. Innovative. He screams. He's been labelled a laptop manager, a data dependent manager, and all of these things. Personally, I don't necessarily think he's data dependent. I think he's the perfect blend of merging that together with the new innovative youth approach that you're seeing with the new managers, and he's doing a madness. He's a deep thinker. Now, I'm not linking being a deep thinker to having a university degree, but I think he was studying business and then he went to just do sports science. But he's a deep thinker. He has great views about society and football. He constantly challenges his own views, his own tactics and things like that. I like that quality in a man. He promotes self-thinkers. What do I always tell you guys when I watch Arsenal or watch any team? Yeah, the manager gives you instructions and you have to believe in all of that, but at the end of the day, there's 11 players on the pitch. You shouldn't need your... Footballers nowadays, they need everything. For me, I honestly believe they need everything done for them. You as a fullback shouldn't need your manager to tell you to tuck in or drop off and all these sort of things in other positions. So he promotes self-thinkers. If you have 11 self-thinkers, you're more likely to win a league title or stay in the division, whatever your ambitions are. So yeah, man. And away from all of that, he's someone that scouts extensively, scouts players and oppositions extensively. So if that means players, that means he's trying to get the players right and he's leaving no margin for error. Hoffenheim haven't got the big with his club that he's at now. They haven't got the most illustrious of budget, no disrespect to them, so he needs to be that. He leaves nothing to chance with oppositions. Now, he was talked up and then he got battered against Liverpool earlier in the season, but I've got a lot of time. I've got a lot of time for him, man. He's contracted until 2021. I would love him at Arsenal, to be honest with you. He's a bit different. I mean, it's a risk, but I'm not comparing him to Pep Guardiola, but Pep was in this position, and he's 30 years of age. He's already saved the side from relegation. When he took over Hoffenheim, I believe there were 7 points from safety, and then they went on a mad run where they won the majority of their remaining games. I believe 7 in the last 14, so that's 50%. I could be wrong about that. And just staying in the league, one point above relegation, the relegation playoff places. So what does that immediately tell you? That immediately tells you that's someone... that knows how to galvanize, someone that knows how to inspire, because you can bring someone to the water, you can't inspire, you can't make them drink. So by that, I could tell you, yeah, we need to stay in the league, we need to play better, but you need to believe that. I need to ignite a fire within each and every one of them 11 starting players and the subs and the coaching staff, and he managed to do that, so that gets respect. He's 30 years of age. Most men ain't even got their level 2 at these ages, much less a manager. Now, he's been unfortunate. I believe his career ended because of injury or something like that. I'm not going to be here for that. But along with a lot of these German managers, they've always been innovative. But there's a new crop of young ones coming up, man. I mean, he's worked with Tuchel before Hoffenheim, I believe, at Augsburg in their youth ranks. So that shows you someone... That's of the same. I mean, what was I going to say? It's a bit ironic that him and Tuchel both linked with Arsenal and have crossed paths. They're very similar but very different, but they're both very innovative. So that shows you it's a new breed of innovative managers coming about and all of these sort of things, man. It's lovely to see, if I'm completely honest with you. Like, I would fully be on taking him. I mean, not to mention he's worked with Gnabry, Gnabry said he's improved him as well. I mean, yeah, man. He's contracted until 2021. Tuchel... him, they're all linked with Munich, so we have no chance. But if we're not going to go and get the established, and he is established out for want of better phrases and words, if we're not going to go for man that have won league titles or man that scream something, like when you see Carlo, it might be booky the way he plays, but he might win something. Allegri, he stands for something. These men stand for something, but you get what I mean. them and they are fairly illustrious. If we're going to take a different approach, because between not being able to get these guys to come to our club because there's more better offers, we need to take a different sort of risk. And for someone of all the qualities I've just listed, on top of the German efficiency, knowing how to play young players, being young himself, so he's got a lot of energy, he comes with a different sort of ideas and all of these things, with Millerstadt and all of these people in place, it will make his transition, to no disrespect to Hoffenheim, to a bigger club easier. So that might be a risk we should take. It could go horribly wrong, it could be amazing. Again, I'm not comparing him to Pep, and no manager's journey and circumstances are different, but Pep was once this unknown, people asking who is he and these things. So maybe this is an approach we should go, and whatever way we look at it, he's 30 years of age, okay, I don't think he's won any trophies, so people will get onto about that. He kept a side up from relegation that looked a dead set to go down, if I remember correctly, and if I'm right about that. So yeah, man, I have to give man praise for that. So there's something to be worked with and moulded, and he's only going to get better. He's not a finished article as a manager. Of course not, he's 30 years of age. But he looks like he could be someone's 30, to be honest with you, man. So yeah, man, there's not really much to say. Yeah, he's a family man as well, so he's someone that them sort of qualities transpire into the management sort of stuff and how you are with your team. But yeah, man. Guys, Deluded Gooner, YouTubes and Go Log Hunter. Get in the comments, subscribe, and do the rest. I'm out.